At the minute, there's a major drive on by the Republicans to try and highlight their so-called innocent victims around the world. And basically what it is a propaganda drive by the terrorists who butchered and maimed people in this country for this last 35 years. Like, they're on about investigations into individuals who were out to murder people. The problem was the soldiers didn't shoot enough of them people whenever they had the opportunity. Now, I'm not talking about the Bloody Sunday here. I'm talking about situations where gunmen were out to try and murder people and the army intercepted them. But to come back to the Bloody Sunday, already we see the fallout from it. Already we see the Ballymurphy ones calling for an inquiry, and that they're going to start their campaign for an inquiry. Well, I want to send this message to them. We're going to start our campaigns for inquiry now as well. We had a run-in with these Ballymurphy people at the launch of the Eames Bradley report, and they were shooting their mouths off then. Now, they challenged me to come to Ballymurphy, and I said I would go up and meet them without any bother. As if anything was innocent victims, I had no problem. But what I wouldn't do is go up and talk to somebody whose loved one was going out over the roof for the garage, or out over somebody's roof to get a pint of milk at 3 o'clock in the morning when he was shot. Because these stories where the boys going for the pints of milk or the loaf of bread at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a riot may be believable in other parts of the country, but we're not just clean stupid as what some of the people seem to think we are. And unfortunately, people in places like England and America listen to this propaganda crap that is going on. But they talk about moving forward. They're the people who don't want to move forward. They're the people who want to cry victimhood, that they've been badly treated. They talk about collusion. I watched the DVD the other night where a member of the Irish Army said they brought 500 rifles to the border for the IRA at the start of the 70s. What do you call that? Another boy said he brought up money to give to the IRA men who were manning the barricades in Belfast. So these great freedom fighters were actually getting paid. Do you not think that people are sick to the back teeth of listening to this old whinging match about the poor downtrodden Republicans? All they were interested in was creating violence and creating disturbance within the community. The IRA, or the sons of the IRA men, or whatever you want to call them, are out now. There's 2 bombs last night. What do you call that? Peace? Unfortunately, when a bomb goes off now, it's not a terrorist incident. It's a criminality act. Well, to us, it's still a terrorist act. And the sooner the government wakens up to what's going on in this country, the better. The other things going on, we're back to the stage here where funders are actually doing everything they can to try and block our funding, while at the same time they're handing out money hand over fist to prisoner organisations to travel all around the world, basically to go on holidays. And the sooner our government wakens up to that fact, the better. And our politicians need to waken up to the fact. Where are they? Peter Robinson come on and said he accepted the Savile report. Well, why has he not come on and asked for a report into the gun running and into the 500 weapons that was brought up by the Irish Army to the border, given to the IRA, or the training camps in Donegal where the Irish Army brought them across from Derry, Londonderry, and trained them to snipe, actually become snipers, to shoot British citizens in Northern Ireland. I think Peter Robinson would be better served if he stood up and spoke out for his people. For 35 years the IRA tried to put us down, they couldn't do it. And now they think the funders can do it. And our own government, why are they mistaken? They haven't seen a fight yet, but they're about to see one, because we will not take it from the bureaucrats within the NIO, and especially within the OFM, DFM's office, who are making money on the back of this so-called peace agreement. Peace? Peace my backside. There is no peace in this country, and there hasn't been. You have Jerry Kelly and them sitting up smirking about the murder of innocent civilians and police officers, UDR men and soldiers. We have a photograph here of Martin McGuinness in 72 firing a Luger pistol, actually holding and firing a Luger pistol. We see in the Savile report that he may have been walking about with a Thompson submachine gun. And oddly enough, 2 days earlier, 2 police officers, one a Catholic and one a Protestant, were murdered with a Thompson machine gun. Who are they kidding? They ain't kidding people like ourselves. Martin McGuinness was a terrorist and still is a terrorist. He may be the deputy minister of this country, but Hitler was the ruler of Germany. He was a Nazi, and these people are no better. They're the scum of the earth. And to see our deputy first minister holding a gun in his hand, if that doesn't waken our leaders up, and especially after they've read that Savile report, I don't know what will waken them up. It will take the people to say enough is enough, and that is coming. It is coming. The people who stayed at home and didn't vote in the last election, it's not because they're not interested, it's because they feel they have nobody who will stand up and say exactly what they're feeling.